Hey guys, it's Summer Hollingsworth, and today's video is going to be a new installment to my advice series that I started. I recently filmed a high school advice video, which can be found up here in the cards, and a lot of you liked it, and a lot of you told me that I need to film a college advice video. I was surprised to find out that a lot of you actually are older viewers, and while I know this video might only target a select few of you, I still hope that a lot of you enjoy this and can take something out of this if you're going to be going to college in the future, or have any plans to one day go to college, because there was so much shit that I wish I would have known before I went to college. College really is a whole new world. College is a time where you possibly move out of your house, even move out of your state, move out of your city to a whole new place where oftentimes you don't know anyone or know very to little people at all. But while that might seem really scary, it's not as scary as you think. College is an awesome experience. I personally have loved college so much. Right now I'm going to my junior year of college. I'm finally declaring my major and I'm declaring in marketing, and I could not be more excited to get deeper into college. Right now I attend the University of Nevada, Reno. If any of you go there, shout out to the Wolfpack. But for those of you that aren't currently in college, this video is gonna help you out so much if you take my advice. If you don't, do whatever you want with my advice. But if you take it, it will definitely help you out a lot. So my first piece of advice. Going into college, you're given the choice to choose between living in a dorm or moving in an apartment. Personally, I would recommend actually moving into the dorms your first year, because the dorms, believe it or not, are an awesome experience. While you might have to live in a tiny ass fucking room with maybe an asshole of a roommate, it gives you the opportunity to meet so many new people. If I hadn't lived in the dorms my first year, I would not have met a quarter of the people that I now know today. So if you're going to a college that you actually aren't going to know anyone at all, this is a perfect opportunity to meet people. Especially if you're kind of shy, don't like just kind of starting conversations with people. The dorms kind of force you to actually meet people because you are in such close quarters with so many people. You are bound to talk to and meet some new friends, I promise you. This next piece of advice, if you're not living in a dorm, is completely irrelevant. If you are gonna live in a dorm, this is the most important thing that I could possibly tell you. Buying a shower caddy and flip-flops will literally make your life so much easier and less disgusting. The dorms that I lived in, we had shared showers, meaning every single person on our floor had to use the same set of showers. Mind you, there are probably like 7 or 8 showers in a shower room, but still, think about it. If 40 people are sharing a shower, the floor is gonna be fucking disgusting. So if you don't wanna get fucking athlete's foot or some unknown other foot disease, I definitely recommend that you get flip-flops, because if you don't, you're gonna be stepping in the nastiest shit that you could ever imagine. While I was in the dorms, we actually multiple times had people throw up in the showers, leave it in the showers completely, and there is a lot of other stuff going on in those showers that you definitely don't want to be stepping in. The shower caddy is absolutely crucial, because if you don't have a shower caddy, you're gonna have to walk to the shower each and every day carrying a massive arm load of like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all that good shit, and it's just a mess. Also, you have to think about, you're gonna be walking through the hall with a towel on, and if you're carrying all of this shit and that towel falls off in front of everyone, it is going to be an extremely embarrassing experience. No one should ever have to go through the embarrassment of having their towel fall off in a fucking hallway. And I'm sure as hell that you don't want that to be you. Another really cool thing about college is, unlike high school, college is filled with a bunch of people that actually give a shit about their future. Everyone that came to college showed up to college to, at the end of college, be able to have the exact job that they've always wanted. While it doesn't always work out for some people, everyone that is there is trying to better themselves in a positive way. At least most people are. What I mean by this is that you're gonna meet a whole new crowd of people, a crowd of intellectual people that are unlike, your high school peers that didn't really give a shit about their future, that kind of just fucked off. Now you're gonna be surrounded by a bunch of people that actually care about themselves. Most of them are really intelligent and are actually gonna make something of themselves. I have met some of the coolest people in my entire life that I have in college. Like I said before, they're not the same type of people as the kids that you knew in high school. At least most of them aren't. The ones that aren't oftentimes don't make it very far in college, trust me. So what I'm trying to say by all of this is, go and make a lot of new friends. College is a place to go and meet as many new people as you can. Make a lot of great friends that probably will last you a lifetime. You can make connections in college that will benefit you for your entire life. My next piece of advice is, don't look at college as the 13th grade, because it is nothing like high school. College is a whole new world of academics. While I can honestly say the work itself isn't necessarily harder, your life is just more consumed with like busy work. Most of your time is gonna be consumed reading excessive amounts of information every single day. And if you're not reading, you're probably gonna be having to do quite a bit of homework, quite a bit of studying, or else you will not pass. College was really difficult for me to adjust to because in high school I was kind of always that kid that would just not have to study for anything. Literally, I would show up to class, learn everything, come to the test, and ace it. That is not how college is. If you are not putting in actual work and applying yourself, you will not pass. Also, tests in college are worth a lot more of your grade than in high school. So it is really, 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 really important to study for every single test because that is what is probably going to determine your final grade. Some advice that I have for you for test taking or studying that you probably already know is to take good notes and find the method of studying that suits you best. Personally, I like to actually learn off of flashcards because I can just remember things. If I see them over and over and over again, I will remember them. Some people can just read. I am not that person. I will get distracted and not know anything that I just read if I'm trying to read. I have to actually pick information out and just constantly go over it until it's ingrained inside of my mind. Also, take good notes because the notes are what are probably going to be on the test. Oftentimes, what's gone over in class is exactly what's on the test. So it's also important to show up to class because if you don't, you won't pass. This next piece of advice is something that I still struggle to even do today. For some people, it might be easier. For me, I definitely struggle to do this. Learn to manage your time. College really, really, really will teach anyone to have good time management. You need to learn to be able to get certain things done within certain time frames and learn to show up to things on time. Because on a daily basis, you're gonna have to be fitting in several different things. Something that I use all the time to kind of like help me out, I set reminders on my phone for different things throughout the day. There's also this really cool thing that my school showed me. Google has like a planner where you can set things on a daily basis to do at certain times. It's a really, really, really efficient method to plan your day. It's all color coded. Go check it out. Trust me, you will not regret it if you're going to college. Go check out the Google Planner. This next piece of advice is by far the most important advice that I could give you, so please listen up. Do not get too caught up in partying. If you get too caught up in partying, you will be gone the first semester, I promise you. I cannot tell you how many of my friends first semester did not come back second semester because they ended up partying too much, not showing up to class, and before they knew it, they were fucked because they thought it was like high school where they didn't have to show up, they could have as much fun as they want, kind of dick off, and then at the very end, just take the test and pass, but it wasn't. So please, please do not get too caught up in partying. And I'm not saying not to party at all because by all means, college is a place where you can hit some fucking sick parties. But what I am saying to do is if you're gonna go party, get all of your shit done first. A lot of people call that partying with a clear conscience because that way you can go party, go have fun, and you know that you're not gonna be missing an assignment that's due at midnight or not studying for a test that's gonna determine a quarter of your fucking grade. So just get what you need to get done first and then go out and party. This is the final piece of advice. Don't join a fraternity or sorority your freshman year in college. Because as I mentioned before, fraternities and sororities party a lot. They also take up a shitload of time. Like on a daily basis, it consumes your entire day to be in a fraternity or sorority. So when you come to college and your first semester you join a fraternity and you're still learning how to manage your time and get used to all your new classes, it's gonna completely fuck everything up for you and completely stress you out and overload your schedule and you will not be able to handle it. Some people can, most people can't. So do not join one your first year until you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what to do, where you need to be, when you need to be there, and you kind of like get into the groove of college. Then take it upon yourself to decide if you're ready for a fraternity or sorority. Personally, I have never joined a fraternity and I don't plan on joining one just because they take up so much time, they cost money every semester, and I'm more focused on what I'm learning than getting drunk with a bunch of guys and girls. Also, if you do plan on joining a sorority, listen up because this is really important. When you go to fraternity parties, which you will go to a lot of fraternity parties, that's the only people that are invited to fraternity parties are the sorority girls. Don't take drinks from random people ever. Don't pick up drinks. Don't set your drink down and take your eyes off it because if you do, there's a chance that you're gonna get roofied and wake up the next day like, what the fuck happened? I was raped, and not know by who, where, when. You won't know what the hell happened. So just be very, very careful on what you're drinking. Keep a good eye out on who's around your drinks because if you don't, it's really gonna bite you in the ass. And that is not a laughing matter at all. I'm just trying to make sure that some of you don't end up waking up the next day at some random dude's house, confused and really hungover. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like advice on other topics, comment them down below. I'm willing to give advice on almost any subject, so just comment down below. Let me know on what advice you'd like next. Follow me on all my social media down below. Anyways, until next time, guys, peace.